क्या हो रहा है ये? बस see. See. प्रिंटर तो नहीं दिख रही, प्रिंटर मैडम कहाँ दिख रही? आगे आगे आगे. A very good afternoon to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. G.K. Thapliyal sir, Honorable Executive Officer, Professor Dr. Shailya Raj ma'am, today's keynote speaker, Brinda Besley Cambrial from Department of Education, Omsing, Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, Meghalaya, India. Dean, Faculty of Education, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, Professor Dr. Sandeep Kumar, Head, Department of Education, Faculty of Education, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Professor Dr. Anuj Raj, dignitaries, faculty members, and my dear students. I, Dr. Bhuvnesh Sharma, Assistant Professor, extend a warm welcome on behalf of Department of Education, Faculty of Education, SVSU Meerut. It's a matter of great pride and privilege to have the opportunity of modernizing in the International Conference on Futuristic Trends in Education, Research and Development in Global Scenario on 27th and 28th April, jointly organized by Faculty of Education, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, UP, and Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, in collaboration with Council of Educational Administration and Management, CEAM, Kerala. Education is the key to unlock the world. It is the passport to freedom for one who owes it. Before inviting today's honorable keynote speaker, Dr. Brinda Besley Cambriol from Department of Education, Omsing Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, Meghalaya, India. Though Ma'am has wide spectrum of her exclusive life history and works, I would like to present her brief in a short manner for you right now. Ma'am is working as a professor and head in the Department of Education, Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, in the position of President of Council of Educational Administration and Management, CEAM, Kerala, India, and CCEM, member of Canada. Life member of numerous associations of national importance, member of many national level universities in India, and she has received the Great Bharat Siksha Ratan Award. Beside this, ma'am is also working as a student counselor, warden of a school, board of member of Nagaland University, IGNOU, extension activities with many collaborations, etc. As far as his qualifications is concerned, she has achieved her PhD degree from Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, Meghalaya, and she has guided two postgraduate candidates for ICSSR New Delhi. 13 PhD degrees have been awarded under her supervision, and 8 are running this time. Beside this, two postgraduate, postdoctorate are also running under her guidance. Her wide specialties does not end yet. She has attached 21 peer-reviewed conferences held abroad, 65 held in India. Ma'am also has mouse iska kahan gaya? Ma'am also has 65 research papers India and 30 peer-reviewed national journals and 37 international journals, with 26 chapters in books of national and international repute. The time is short and her achievements are more. So, I request ma'am to please share her valuable expertise to our devoted audience. Ma'am, please. Ma'am, please.
Can you hear me? Hello? Uh, I hope you can hear me and see me also. Hello? I can see you, ma'am. I can see you. I could hear you also just now.
Ma'am, is there any problem with you?
No, I'm fine from here.
Your voice is not coming.
Okay. But I think that from my side it is fine, madam. Please check from your end. Hello?
Ma'am, are you listening my voice?
Yes.
Yes, she
But
is listening our voice.
I think you cannot
But
hear me.
yours is not coming, ma'am.
What do I do?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Have
Shall
you
I
unmuted
join?
yourself?
Yes, I've unmuted myself. Shall I join again?
मेरा तो साउंड खत्म हो गया था ना दूसरा दूसरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है यस मैम स्क्रीन पर देखिए यस आई एम अच्छा अच्छा स्क्रीन पे मुझे बोल रही यस मैम वी आर लिसनिंग टू यू वी आर लिसनिंग यू मैम नहीं नहीं मैम है तो दिख रही है यस मैम यू प्रेजेंट योर मैटर आई थिंक शी इज नॉट लिसनिंग मी
Okay.
बोल रही हूँ मैम
Yes,
Brinda,
yes.
ma'am?
Can you? Yes. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes. But
Yes.
I think you can
Ma'am,
hear
please
me.
unmute. Ma'am, please check your mic.
I have
I
checked.
think
It is
you
unmuted.
are on mute. In between, your voice will come, then again break your voice. Ma'am, please check your mic.
No. My mic is fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Others
My IT team is working. Just wait for a moment, ma'am.
Okay. Can you see my presentation?
And PPT also, your PPT also visible, ma'am.
Yes. I don't know. I think only you cannot hear me, but the others in the chat box, they can hear me. Shall I start? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, from the Department of Education, Northeastern Hill University, I would like to bring my greetings from Nehu, from Shillong, uh, especially to the Vice Chancellor of Swami Vivekananda Shubharti University, Meerut, Major General Dr. G.K. Thapyal, and the Chief Executive Officer, Professor Shalia Raj, all experts of the international conference, coordinator Dr. Mumtaz Sheikh, then organizing secretary Dr. Ruby, convener Professor Anoj Raj, head Department of Education, all the CEAM members, and also the president of CEAM, Dr. Sashi Kumar. So I am really privileged and honored to be invited in this auspicious occasion for the international conference, which is being organized by the university on the topic futuristic trends in education, research and development and global scenario. So, as you can see, I will be presenting on the future of teacher education, that is ICT in education. We all know that teacher education has gone a long way in actually supporting our education system, and we need teachers. Teachers are very important in our system, and therefore now I would go about sharing my slide on the teacher education. So first of all, I would like to show you my slide, which clearly shows a classroom scenario, inside a school. The classroom, you can see the classroom where the teacher is very, very much interested to teach, and the students are very much enthusiastic about the class. So now the main issue here is, how would the teacher bring about the knowledge in the classroom in a very environment friendly way, and also to check the learning outcomes. So here you can see, before my I go into ICT, I would just, in fact, few of my slides are going to show you about the true colors about the school teachers in our country at the moment. So as you can see, it is clearly showing that 1 in 6 elementary school teachers are not professionally trained in India. Okay, statistics are showing, and this has been taken from the 3 years action agenda of the government think tank of the Niti Aayog, and only half of the 10 to 11-year-old India can read a grade 2 level text. Okay, and in fact, it is reported also that India spends a lot of money on the training of teachers. So this was reported way back on January 25th, 2019, and it is also shown that the grade 5 students cannot read a grade 2 text, and more than 70% of them cannot even do the simple division, which is very much required. So why is this thing happening? We need to think about it. And also, we have seen the NCTE, which is doing a lot of work with regards to teacher education, coming up with new plans, coming up with new schemes, and also requirements for teachers, so that we can be at the level in terms of recruitment. So this is also showing the Section 23 of the Right to Education Act of 2009. It mandates that all government teachers should possess minimum qualification. So this is in fact not there. We cannot see that. And also under guidelines, which was released way back in November 2010, those qualified were given time up to March 31st, 2015 to complete their training, but they have not completed. So this slide clearly shows in 2015, the data was collected. It is said that 6.6 million teachers are employed at the elementary level, out of which 1.1 million were untrained. So that means you can see, 5 lakh 12,000 were in government, and aided schools, and 5,98,000 were in the private schools. And a study has also shown that the teachers in the private schools, there are more of untrained teachers compared to the government schools. Only trained teachers are recruited. But when you look at the results which are coming out, the results are better from the private school when you compare with the government school. So then again, this is clearly showing that the teachers who are not trained in the private school, their results, the students are passing out better from that school than the teachers who are trained in the government schools. So therefore, at the secondary level, 2 million teachers, around 14% were not professionally qualified. So then, of course, these are the states where you can see, that is West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, where you can see large proportions of untrained teachers are there, which is clearly shown in percentage. And then, of course, if you see now, when we talk about the pre-service teacher training, why is it neglected so much? Why are our children who are going to school at the small classes, like class 1, 2, 3, 4, or the elementary level, they are neglected so much? So therefore, we know that teacher education is a very important and a continuing process. Way back on March 2017, the central government amended the RTE Act by extending the timeline of teacher training from now 2015, they have extended to 2019. And the expenditure on this teacher training institutes has increased now. The money has been increased from 326 crore to 550 crores in the last 10 years. So therefore, in now 2016-17, the central government, they brought the teacher training program under the umbrella of National Education Mission, or the NEM. So therefore, you can see that the teacher education budget in the school has declined now from 1.3% in 2009 and 10 to 1.1% in 2018 and 19. So this is again showing the teachers training has a very low priority. So there are also diets, or the district institutes of education and training, which are the nodal agencies for training the teachers at the elementary level. They are also, in fact, they have failed to fulfill the role which is given by the government to them. That is in 2018, where the data showed 35% of the academic posts in diet were vacant. That means there are no teachers who can train the teachers at the elementary level. So training, because most of the seats were vacant. Then you can see the performance of the diet, where it is clearly saying that the results of the TET, or the teachers eligibility test for recruitment, started in 2011 under the RTE Act, and the results from 2018 showed only 17% out of 1.7 million candidates qualified as primary school teachers, and only 15% candidates as middle school teachers. So you can see there what will do, who the rest of the teachers, that means, are not qualified to teach. Then again, in the private sector, if you see, 90% of the teacher training institutes in the country today are from the private sector. So they get paid less compared to the public, and of course the workload is more. But then, if when I just now I told you about the results, when you see the results are better in the private sector compared to the public sectors. So this is about the financing part, which I just want to show you the financing of elementary education through the education cess for the year 2014-15 to 2018-19. So you can have a look how it has increased and decreased. So in the year 2014-15, it was 64.6, but now in the year 2018 and 19, it is 63.5. So it has declined. So now you can see, now coming to the ICT part, I just want to introduce to you ICT, showing the position of India, where India stands in terms of ICT way back in 2020. So the rank of India had got a rank of 63 out of 79. In terms of ICT, we had got a score of 37 out of 120. So this is now showing how did they rank and what were the parameters for getting the scores. You can see the 4 parameters were Now you can see number one was the broadband, number two was the cloud, number three was the artificial intelligence, and number four was the Internet of Things, or the IoT. So this is again clearly showing where we stand. Okay. Now when we also compare to China, you will see that India has got a score of 63 out of 79. China has got a score of 22 out of 79. And the country scores, again, if you see the rank of China is 22 out of 79. India is 63 out of 79. But the country scores, China has got a high score of 62 out of 120, whereas we got only 37 out of 120. So now this is a journey back, which is showing us about ICT, how we were in 1951 in terms of ICT. So this was a computer which you can see in 1951. It is a huge room, a computer which is the size of a room. You can see here how big it was. And then now in the 1980s, the computers came down, but then the popularity was not there. And now at this point of time, we have the laptops and the desktops, and we also have the augmented learning, where we can, anywhere we find a space, we can open a computer in the digital sector. So and then also I wanted to inform you that it was only in the year 1996 where the internet came into the lexicon. That means internet has come and entered our lives, so that now after that there was a fast development in terms of ICT. And now ICT actually started, it was an offshoot of IT, or the information technology, but it was never ever thought that ICT would be so popular, and because it's just a communication technology, and it would be more popular than actually the main branch, which is the information technology. And now, hello. Okay, so now so I just want to know from your side if you can hear me. Hello. Okay, now when you're talking about the five tentative predictions, hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? My slides. Okay. So the near future of ICT is actually showing us that we have five very important predictions about the future. Number one is the social networking, which is going to remain there and it will become more vibrant. The touch screen technology has taken place already, and we are interacting very well with the mobile phones and the PCs with the touch screen technology. The knowledge is going to be digitized now, so no way that we will be actually using paper or pencil or pen or anything in the times to come. We will be very, very digital in terms of keeping our knowledge and also disseminating knowledge. Then smartphones are always going to be very popular, because without the smartphones now it is not possible. And cloud computing is also going to take a very broader space into our lives, because we can store many information in the cloud. Okay, so now in the next slide, I just also want to show you about the different types of ICT which we can use in teacher educations. Now you can see most of them are given in red, where I have highlighted that these have become very important in teacher education scenario. And here also you can see internet and web applications, multimedia tools and applications, social networking, visualizations, wireless communication, and mobile technology is going to be very, very important for teaching at all levels, right from the elementary level to the secondary level and the higher level. Then again, if you see the ICT approaches, when we talk about ICT approaches, we know that the teachers and parents are actually very, very crucial with this ICT. And because they feel that it is time that even the parents who are not very user friendly in terms of ICT, because they feel that they are not going to study, or maybe they have done their studies and they're working now. So they feel that it is time that they also should become very, very up to date in terms of ICT. So Google views this matter in 2014 for the introduction of technology based platform in learning. So way back in 2014, we felt that our learning should become more enjoyable. Learning outcomes should be there for the students. So therefore, we can enhance this with the help of technology. And this was clearly stated in the NCF 2005 also. It states that integration of ICT in school needs some serious consideration, where teachers, educators, curriculum developers, evaluators, they all will have to redefine ICT, which will become so important in our lives. And now we can see that that was way back in 2005. Then the NEP 2020, the NEP 2020 also stated that technology use and integration will become the first point, or you can see in the most important aspect of teaching learning. So now it has been initiated in the under the implementation of NEP, that every school, college, and every student learner should be exposed to ICT. So children, adolescents, youth, they need to be given the opportunity to learn with the help of ICT and artificial intelligence based concept and technologies. And then also we can increase the learners motivation and engage them in learning with the help of ICT. We can use the PowerPoints, we can use the videos, we can use YouTube's, TV, multimedia, computer softwares, all we can use them, so that we can engage students in the learning process. Now if you give any student ICT in one side where they learn, and at the same time you give a textbook on the other side, though we should encourage them to use textbooks, but if you give them an option, what would you like, I think most of the student would go in for ICT. Okay, because it has engulfed so much, because things can be done faster, learning can be done faster with the help of ICT. Now integrating ICT gadgets are very important. Now teacher has to know how they can integrate these ICT gadgets in the classroom. How will they teach with the help of ICT? So maybe they can make a class, make a PowerPoint presentation, or maybe make a presentation with the help of ICT by bringing in songs, dramatization, gamification, some kind of skits, some kind of performance based conventions where maybe I have acted in that particular a short period of time of half an hour, and I can show it to the students and they listen to me and they see what it is all about. So therefore, always remember that for ICT to be effective, we need internet connection. So internet has to be there in terms of Wi-Fi or maybe the 5G in our mobiles that we have. The broadbands have to be very fast so that we can expose the internet connection. And not only that, our media should be so rich that the ICTs, okay, we can get a very good opportunity to participate with the help of ICT. So you can see gamification, it has become the in thing now in the curriculum and the syllabus also, where NCERT has emphasized that in the syllabus, in the curriculum, we should have gamification where the students learn by gaming. So you give them a syllabus, a topic to complete. Through the game gamification, they would complete the topic and they would reach the last part. So increasing popularity of immersive technologies like virtual reality and augmented reality has taken place. So augmented reality is actually like where you see things appear and disappear with the help of artificial intelligence, and you can track the progress of whatever is being taught. You can also use virtual reality, which is a three-dimensional computer generated environment that people can explore and interact with. And also we can also use ICT for Cyber Teacher Training Center, or the CTTC, where it is taking an advantage of internet to provide teachers training in for professional development. So this was established way back in 1997, but till it was that time, it was only self-directed and self-paced. But right now, it has become very vibrant because of the internet coming in and taking its place for training teachers in a very what to say, in a vast way by having numerous enrollments. Then again, we have the Google Classroom, which we all know. This is again a very important aspect or approach for teaching learning. And this is actually an app based or a web friendly online learning program. So if you have the app in your mobile, you can use the app and you can easily teach through this Google Classroom. You can send your materials, you can also have the Google form where you can give the test over there on the multiple choice question, or even the what do you call them, not the multiple choice, but you can just have like a essay type of question or short answer type of questions can be given. So always remember, we know that the Google Classroom can be managed through Google Mails, Google Docs, Google Drive, Google Slides, and so on. And then of course we also in the Google Classroom we need to have an app. We need to have a Gmail account. If we do not have a Gmail account, we cannot have the Google Classroom. So therefore, this Google Classroom has created a feasibility of teaching learning. It has, in fact, it became popular during the COVID times when we had to take classes online. And that time, most of the teachers were untrained in terms of ICT. They were not very popular because they had no idea as how they would take classes with the help of ICT. So this Google Classroom became very, very effective. So you can also take notes, you can share your materials, you can also share your PowerPoint presentations in this Google Classroom. Then we have the Google Calendar, where this in fact this is so important because it will remind you of the dates and activities that a teacher needs to know for her classrooms. Google Forms, like I also said just now, is meant for grading and evaluation and assessment. This is known for its accuracy and precision, where nothing can be what to say, it is very transparent, and we cannot just put a different value, or maybe we cannot just say that the teacher cannot manipulate on the marks or anything like that. So therefore this is very, very useful. It can be used also for projects, and documents on the Google is used for paper sharing and communication work on ideas for publishing. So then we also know that we have the video chats, then we have the chat bots. Now the chatbots is CHATBOTS. Okay, this is the future of the technical roots. It reduces the cycle of task assigned to the teachers. So it will reduce the cycle of task which is given to the teachers. It is used to replace email communication between teachers and parents, while parents can also be, where also parents can meet them with the help of this. So it's like a chat box where nowadays, whenever, like we have this banks, then you have so many other organization where you want to know some information. So you just, in the site, a chat bot will be there. You just chat, and this a particular individual will come out and say, yes, I am so and so, what do you want? And then you can give your inquiry, and the answer comes from there. Okay, so then you can see this is the Google Classroom which I have created actually for my students. There are many, many more here where you can write your name, your classroom, and the subjects. And another very popular tool is mobile learning, where now it has become so popular for because of this mobile learning tells us, because why we use mobile learning, we are learning from our mobile. And why mobile? Because it is the most handiest, more very user friendly, very handy. We can take it in our bag, go anywhere we want, keep it in our pocket. We don't have to worry so much about carrying a big laptop with us. So therefore what we do is, this mobile learning has supported our teacher training so much, and also getting information so much, that not only in India but even our neighboring countries, like for instance Bangladesh, study has shown that they have done very well, especially in terms of literacy, increasing the literacy, and also marketing, and in terms of economic exchanges. They have done very well with the help of mobile learning. But you need to have mobile apps, and those apps will help you. as a teacher to to do things faster. So this is the number. You can see here the number of smartphone and mobile phone users worldwide in billions. So here this is given only till 2021, and I could not bring till 2016.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes,
Uh, will you please finish your lecture in
yes,
10
yes.
minutes?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
ma'am.
I just have few more slides only. Yeah. So therefore, in 2021, you can see that the number of smartphones, they have increased a lot compared in billions compared to the other years. And of course, in India, if you can see in 2020, we had 749 million users of mobile, in 2020. And you can see here the slide which shows the number of mobile phone internet users in India from 2010 to 2020, and the estimate is going up to 2040. Okay. And of course, I'll just skip all this. Now, another very important part is video conferencing for our teachers. This is very important because through this we connect with the world. Okay, we connect with the world. In all the teacher education institutes we can connect, and we can share our ways of teaching learning. Computer simulation is another very important way where we can help, where the teachers can use simulation to bring about live scenario inside the classroom. And then you can see here an image about simulation in teacher education, how it is being done. Or we need to remember that this cooperative learning, problem solving, self-efficacy, motivation, these are very important applications. Then the web-based learning is based totally on the websites that we use, and we can get a lot of information, so teacher training can be done effectively, and also our teachers can learn through this and also get information through this. And the online tasks are basically one alone, one to one, one to many, and many to many. So many to many is more interesting because the discussions, debates, and everything can be shared. Then we have the components of digital library. As you can see, we have the InflipNet, like our library from Nehu. We have all kind of facilities for digital library. So we can easily connect with outside world. It could be international or national level, to see what kind of textual data they have. And we can also save those data. So they are the different e-learning platforms where you can see one line student group, online student group, online lecturing, online counseling, online libraries and resource centers. Then we have the cloud computing, where it is totally internet based, like your Gmails, where we store all our information in the Gmails. And also we can store in the social media apps, like for instance Instagram, or maybe we can store in the Facebook, and many other apps are there where you can store information. So you need not carry your hard copies anywhere. You can just take out the information whenever you want, but you need to have a username and a password. Now all university teachers, they're all having their own university username and password and their portal, where we can store things and we can retrieve whenever we want. Now blogs are also very important, so teachers can have different types of blogs, just to advertise as what the teacher is doing. So this is my blog, you can see, in higher education, where I just keep on posting whatever I'm doing. And big data is also very important in teacher education, because a lot of data can be saved here. This was actually, credit goes to John Mache, who came out with this idea of big data. So you can store a lot of data and you can analyze the data, you can share the data after analyzing. For instance, in the university, we have the students who are getting enrolled. After we have the data of enrollment, we can analyze, we can sort out the boys and the girls, we can sort out from where they come, the different backgrounds. We can also sort out in terms of urban, rural, and all those things we can sort out. So this is very important. And the big data can be stored in terms, you can see, of volume, velocity, veracity, and so on. And this is very important because researchers can use this data multiple number of times. So if we have this data with regards to teacher education, so we will never have any problem knowing that how many teachers were educated earlier, what they have done, what were the courses they were teaching. We can utilize them. Then the open educational resources is also very important, and here we are trying to have all kind of resources, like everything put together in one. We have simulation, we have textbooks, we have quizzes, We have all kinds of things. Then we have the MOOCs platform, which has become so important now, even at the university level. We need to have few credits from MOOCs. This is a massive open online course for teachers. So teachers need to have few credits from MOOCs, where some teachers, they learn from there, and some teachers, they also teach in this platform. So I'm going to go fast. SVSU is also very important for the teachers, because this is used at the government, is a governmental portal. But if you look into the popularity, when you compare with Coursera and EduNext and FedEx and all, this SVSU is less popular compared to them. So these are all the 4 quadrants of SVSU, and the benefits and challenges of ICT. Also, you can see that there are more benefits than the challenges, because everything can be learned very fast with the help of ICT. And challenges are there because the most difficult thing is that to reach the rural sector with the help of ICT, especially in terms of having Wi-Fi connectivity, in terms, because there even electricity is a big problem. So this is the ICT Development Index of 2017. I'll just show you India, the position of India in the ICT Development Index. You can see we are positioned at 134. That means we still have to do a lot of work in terms of ICT. And this is the different apps which are there for the teachers to, for training. For you can download these apps in your mobile, and then you can use these
Excuse me,
apps, so
ma'am.
which makes
Excuse me,
teaching.
ma'am. Am I audible? Am I
Yes, yes,
audible,
I'm
ma'am?
finished. I'm
Yes.
done. I've come.
Ma'am, we have lot of participants in this session, so ma'am,
Yeah,
we have
I'm
to
done. I'm done. I'm
compile
in the
it.
last slide.
Yes,
So I would
ma'am.
just like to conclude.
Please.
I would just like to conclude by saying that,
Yes,
uh,
ma'am. Many questions I am receiving for the presentation, and I can join only 9 peoples in the same at the one time.
all right.
So that's
So
why a lot of queries I received. Yes, ma'am. Please.
okay, thank you so much. So I would just conclude by saying that ICT is really important for teacher education. Thank you.
Next participant. Next participant. Now we have the first paper presenter, and I am very thankful to the Brinda Besley ma'am for the such a nice speech and very well explained, ma'am. Thank you so much, and you have very long presentation. Thank you so much. Now we have the paper presenter, that is Manorama Nautiyal. Manorama Nautiyal, please. Aarti Khandelwal. Yes, Aarti Khandelwal. Yes.
Yeah,
Have you
good
PPT?
afternoon.
Yes.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. It's there.
Okay. Please share your slide. And
Sure.
Aarti, just give me 1 second. I'm requesting to everyone, Manorma, Rupali, Malvika Joshi, Manorma Nautiyal, everyone. I'm requesting to all the peoples, those are here, that please be ready. I'm announcing your name, and after that, please come. Aarti Khandelwal, please, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, very good afternoon to all of you, all the guests, all the hosts, all the professors, all the expertise, and thank you so much to give me this opportunity and to present the scholar's topic, which is criminal behavior factors. I'm just showing my slides. Yeah, give me a sec, please. Open. Curtain. Please, it's not connecting. Let me show this. Is it visible, ma'am? Is it visible, ma'am? Hello, is it visible, ma'am? My topic is criminal behavior. I'm from Arunachal University scholar. Am I audible?
Visible also. Please share. Yes. Hello? No. Unmute yourself. Unmute. Yes.
And now am I audible, ma'am?
Audible
Okay.
as well
Again,
as
the
visible.
good afternoon to. Okay. Now am I audible, right? Okay. Good afternoon again to all of you, and thanks for to give me the opportunity to present my topic here. And my topic is basically the criminal behavior factors. Why the people becomes a criminal. And I'm from Research Scholar Department of Law, Arunachal University of Studies. If we'll start the introduction of the criminal behavior, so we can say the criminal behavior studies to understand the behavior of a criminal and find some answer like questions: why do the criminal commits the offense, who are they, how do they think, what do they do. This is basically to know, are they different from the society, are they having a different manner, thinking process, or other factors who gives the thinking process to become a criminal from the normal person. Because a person who is the criminal, because a person who does the crime. What is a crime? Crime is an action which is done, activity done against the law, that is against the law, which is punishable by the law. Norms stated by community can be stated as a crimes. So who does the crimes? They are the criminal. And what are the behavior? This is a criminal behavior. So I am here to share some factors to become a criminal, and I am here to talking about the criminal behavior on this. So I can say there are three kinds of theories we can say, or we can say the factors, main factors, like sociological model. From them sociological factors we can count the poverty, we can count the impact of the peers, rejection, association. That means if the society is not accepting those persons, those people who are not maintaining their standard of living according to the society, some inferiority complex nature, or they got hurt, they find from the society, then they start doing the crime to reach their level, to come out of their inferiority complex, because they are not accepting that area, that group of people are not accepting them, because they are not having the same standard of living there. And the other part of this, we can say the sociological theory accordingly, like parental family aspect. If parents are violent, then the criminal, that means the person who has become a criminal. If the
Yeah.
parent are
Bharti,
violent,
excuse me, Bharti. We have
yes,
very limited time and many participants in the
okay,
queue. So please sum up.
okay,
Yes, we have only 2 minutes.
fine.
Yes.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Definitely. Then I'm giving you concluding fastly. Family issues are there, financial problems are there, socio-economical status are there. Like I'm showing this psychological factor, lack of empathy, we can say. If they are getting some hurts, so people are not taking them as a human being, but they are taking them as a criminal. So that gives a their mind is.
Yes, now we have the next paper presentator, Manorma Nautiyal. Yes. Please present your slide. Manorma, please speak. I cannot hear you. Please speak something. Hello, am I audible? Please unmute yourself. Mic, your voice is not audible. Your PPT is visible, but your voice is not audible. Please check your mic. Manorma, please check your mic. We have very limited time. Okay. Manorma, unmute yourself. Unmute. Unmute yourself. Your mic is closed. Unmute yourself. You are on mute. Manorma, your mic is on mute. I think there is a technical error. Now we are moving to the next paper presenter, Lalit. Lalit Kumar Talan. Please be ready. Lalit Kumar. Now we have next presenter. Lalit. Yes, yes. Please present your slide.
जी यस मैम
Please speak something.
जी जी यस मैम
Voice not coming.
हेलो हेलो हेलो
Yes. Present your slide. Present your PPT.
यस मैम गुड आफ्टरनून टू ऑल
Yes. Audible. Good afternoon.
यस मैम objective of the study no first I will the topic of my hello
Speak loudly, please. Please, volume high. Yes. Yes, audible. Present.
yes my topic is the analysis of plyometric training effect on vertical jump objective of the study to investigate the effect of plyometric training on vertical jump performance hypothesis of the study, it was hypothesized that the plyometrics training would not significantly improve their performance or vertical jump performance. Delimitations. To achieve the purpose of the study was delimited to 40 students. The students, the Department of Physical Education, Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. Subjects, age subject from 25 to 21 to 25 all are healthy and normal. The subjects divided randomly into two groups, each 20 groups. First underwent plyometrics training. Those were given training for 8 weeks of 3 alternate days in a week. Group second acted as control group, which is not given any special treatment. Limitations. There will be no control over heredity and environmental factors. The study only included aged range between 21 to 25 old. As a result, the finding cannot be applied to other population. Significance of the study. The study ultimate goal is to assist coach and physical educators in training their athletes using innovative approach in order to improve their performance. Methodology. Selection of the participant. For the study, a group of 40 students in the Department of Physical Education, AMU Aligarh, were chosen at random. A group of 40 students in age category 21 to 25. For the experiment, subjects were divided into two groups, experimental and control. Here are the demographic data of all the subjects. Selection of variable. Dependent. The dependent variable in the study was vertical jump. Independent variable. Various exercise can be used to improve their performance. Ankle hops, box jump, depth jump, jump squat, plyometric, step up, and alternate lunge. Training protocol. All the participants were full time student attending their class according to the department curriculum. Researcher gave orientation to them. During the course of time, the experimental group subject performed an 8-week plyometric training program for 50 minutes per day, 3 times per week. While the control group did not receive any plyometric training approach, subjects were always tested in the morning. Each plyometric training session started with the paper proper warm-up. Result in the discussion. Comparison of means between pre and post test of vertical jump performance among subjects with plyometrics training. Here is the table that shows the findings of paired sample t test that vertical jump performance of subject has improved after introducing plyometric training. The value of t is high, and the value of t is 4.95. That is, shows the improvement was highly significant. In the comparison of means between pre and post test of vertical jump performance among control group, the findings of pair sample t test presented in this table, the vertical jump of subjects did not improve the control group. This signifies that there was no any significant improvement of performance in the absence of the intervention. Here is the comparison between plyometric training group and control group. In table, the obtained t value of plyometric training group is 4.95, shows the significant improvement than the control group at 0.05 level. This means that plyometric training group had effect on participant vertical jump performance. Discussion. The study findings show that the experimental group significantly improved the dependent variables such as vertical jump. The confidence of the findings was further strengthened after an observation of the result from corresponding control groups that did not manifest any significant improvement. As a result of the study's finding, it can be concluded that individual method of training of plyometric cast their positive effect on athletes' vertical jump performance. It was hypothesized that there would not be a significant improvement on vertical jump performance due to the effect of plyometric training. The findings of the study were not similar to this hypothesis. The research hypothesis was rejected. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yes. Okay, okay. Presentation done. Very good. Very well done. Okay, Lalit, thank you so much. Now we have the next participant, Dr. Rupali Bahal.
No.
Dr. Rupali? Dr. Rupali Shefali Bahal? Yes. Okay, we are moving to the Malvika Joshi. Malvika Joshi. Malvika? Am I
Yes, ma'am.
audible? Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, ma'am.
Present your PPT.
Okay. Very good afternoon. This is Malvika Joshi here. I am a research scholar from Amity University and presently working with Delhi government. So my topic of discussion today is psychosocial safety and its impact on emotional well-being. So first we start with what exactly psychosocial safety means. When we talk about psychosocial safety, it is an environment of protecting vulnerability and a condition in which you feel included, safe to learn, safe to contribute, and safe to challenge without any fear of being embarrassed, marginalized, or punished in some way. इन अदर वर्ड्स साइको सोशल सेफ्टी है जब आप फील करते हैं कि आपको इंक्लूड किया जाएगा ग्रुप में, जब आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आप यहाँ पर कुछ सीखेंगे, यू आर फ्री टू शेयर योर ओपिनियंस एंड योर opinions can be taken into consideration, which automatically affects your mental health. When we talk about mental health is when we are able to utilize our capacity, our ability in best possible manner, we're able to reduce down the stresses of our life and increase our productivity. There are four major components which plays a very important role in emotional well-being as well as mental health of ours, that is physical safety, social safety, psychological safety, and emotional safety. Coming to the theoretical perspective of the psychosocial safety, if we read down and go through the Maslow's hierarchy table, the first component is physiological, then comes the safety, then belongingness, self esteem, and self actualization. So, we are all trying to achieve the self actualization, which is higher on the hierarchy by going through this series of pathways. Psychosocial safety environment creates and conducive environment for an individual so that the individual can function in the best possible manner. If our workplace and our school is not providing us with a psychosocial safe environment, which we could refer as a psychologically unsafe workplace or school, automatically it affects our physical health, our productivity, our mental health, and absenteeism. We are not interested in going to work. We are not interested in working. We might be doing a kam chalao work. So automatically, why we are engaging in these behavior, it's because our workplace is not creating an ambience for us to promote ourselves and have a personal growth in the workforce. There was a research which was done by Hasberg where he found it that people who were much more satisfied because their pay was adequate, they were provided with a conducive environment, their vision was taken into consideration, and there was an harmony amongst the colleagues. Automatically, in the another group where these factors were not being taken into consideration, they were just given the target.
Malvika,
Hello.
Malvika, just end up your session. I'm inviting another person, that is Kashish Pegu. Your
Okay.
presentation is done, okay, and your confidence was appreciating. Thank you, well. Thank you. Kashish Pegu, now your time is now. Please share your PPT.
Good afternoon, all of you. I am Satish
Yes,
Pegu, Department of Political Science, National University of
yes.
Studies, Namsai, Arunachal. First of all, thank you, Subharati University, for giving me to present my research paper. The topics of my research paper is a study of women's empowerment and Arunachal Pradesh development. In my research papers, basically, I want to say women play an important part in society all across the world. She is a daughter and sister first, then a wife, and finally a mother. Women's empowerment is a social and economic development empowerment platform that allow women to exercise control over and profit from their resources, assess income, and free time, as well as manage risks and improve their economic status, well-being, and investment in revenue-generating activities. Hello? Hello?
Hello, is there any problem?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, I'm speaking. Hello.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Your voice is not coming.
Hello?
Okay, you stop your PPT. Now I'm calling Dr. Reena Unial for presentation. Dr.
A
Reena
very warm
Unial.
namaskar. A very warm namaskar to everyone present. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. My paper is on lifestyle and sustainable development. We all know that during the course of our lives, we all make thousands of decisions. Some are by choice and some are forceful. And all these have a great, profound impact on our planet, be it the economy, society, health, environment. And so today, my presentation is divided into three parts. I'll try to be as brief as I can. The first one is concept of lifestyle and sustainable development. Second is our lifestyle choices and their impact on sustainable development. And the last one, suggestion initiatives that enable lifestyle choices to contribute to sustainability. Lifestyle means how we choose to live as a society as well as individuals. What food we grow and eat, what houses we choose to live and build, what type of transport we use, textile clothes we wear, tourism industry, consumer information, waste generation as well as disposal, and our cultural inheritance too. And sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. The impact of lifestyle choices basically depend upon all the choices we do in our lives. हमारा दैनिक जीवन कैसा है, हम कैसे अपना जीवन व्यतीत करते हैं, और ये निर्भर करता है कि हमारी कल्चरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स कैसी हैं, हमारी जीवन जीने की आदतें कैसी हैं, एक नागरिक के रूप में हम अपनी जिम्मेदारियों का निर्वहन किस प्रकार से करते हैं। Our lifestyle choices impact not only the environmental degradation, depletion of natural resources, exhaustion of fossil fuels, pollution, as well it also affects our economic life, our social life, our mental and physical well-being. What we need to do as responsible citizens, हम ऐसा अपने जीवन की शैली में क्या परिवर्तन करें कि सतत विकास की जो बात है वो उसके साथ हो सके। सबसे पहला है, we should imbibe values and ideals of coexistence so that there is a balance and harmony in daily lifestyles. We need to reduce and optimize our carbon footprints. Alternative methods of transport can be used, and one important part is pooling of resources. एक पानी की टंकी है, उससे सबके घरों में पानी आता है, लेकिन अब हम देखते हैं कि हर व्यक्ति ने अपने घर में जो है वो बोरिंग अपना अलग से खुदवा लिया है। तो डिप्लीशन ऑफ वाटर रिसोर्सेज जो है ग्राउंड वाटर, इससे होते हैं, पूलिंग हो सकती है। जितने ज्यादा व्हीकल्स होंगे उतना ज्यादा फ्यूल होगा, उतना ज्यादा पोल्यूशन होगा, उतनी भीड़ होगी।
Dr. Reena Miyal,
एनर्जी
Dr.
कंजम्पशन।
Reena
थैंक यू
Miyal,
मैम, थैंक यू,
Thank you.
मैम, थैंक्स अ लॉट।
Thank you. Now I would like to call upon Tanu Dhama. Dr. Tanu Dhama. Yes.
नमस्ते मैम। आदरणीय वाइस चांसलर सर, सीईओ मैम, एक्सपर्ट्स और ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम, मेरा नाम तनु धामा है और मैं स्वामी विवेकानंद विश्वविद्यालय से शिक्षा शास्त्र में शोधार्थिनी हूँ और मेरा आज का जो टॉपिक है वो है माध्यमिक शिक्षा में के पाठ्यक्रम में विशिष्ट मुद्दे। जैसे कि हम बात करते हैं पाठ्यचर्या की, महात्मा गांधी ने शिक्षा के बारे में अपनी परिभाषा दी थी कि अधिगम से उनका अभिप्राय बच्चों के शारीरिक, मानसिक और आध्यात्मिक विकास द्वारा सभी पक्षों का सर्वांगीण विकास करना है। परंतु कहीं ना कहीं हम देखते हैं कि मानव के बौद्धिक विकास पर अगर हम ध्यान केंद्रित करते हैं तो व्यक्तित्व का निर्माण संपूर्णता से न होकर कुछ न कुछ हमारी पाठ्यचर्या में मुद्दे रह जाते हैं जो कि ज्ञान के मुख्य विषयों के रूप में सम्मिलित नहीं किए गए हैं। जब हम इनका विश्लेषण करते हैं तो हमें लगता है कि कुछ न कुछ ऐसे विशिष्ट रूप से पाठ्यचर्या के मुद्दे होने चाहिए जो कि यहाँ पर हमें इंक्लूड करने चाहिए। उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा मैं प्रकाश डालना चाहूंगी मैम। जैसे कि शांति के लिए शिक्षा, हिंसा है, असहिष्णुता, कट्टरता, विवाद और मतभेद में अप्रत्याशित वृद्धि देखने में हमारे समाज में मिल रही है, जो कि हमारे भारतीय समाज के लिए एक स्थायी खतरा बन सकता है। इन्हें रोकने के लिए बच्चों को, युवाओं को घर, विद्यालय, समुदाय और समाज में सहिष्णुता और शांति के अभ्यास के लिए प्रशिक्षण देने की आवश्यकता है। विद्यालय अपनी पाठ्यचर्या में शांति शिक्षा को सम्मिलित करने के लिए महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा सकता है और एक दूसरे के साथ शांतिपूर्वक और सौहार्दपूर्वक रहने के लिए आवश्यक मूल्यों, मानवाधिकारों, न्याय, सहिष्णुता और उत्तरदायित्वों का निर्वहन करने जैसे कौशल क्षमता का विकास और नैतिक विकास की आवश्यक रूप से पोषण करने की यहाँ पर आवश्यकता है। यदि हम अपने विद्यालय की पाठ्यचर्या का विश्लेषण करते हैं तो हमें लगता है यहाँ पे कुछ न कुछ छोटे घटक ऐसे होते हैं जिनको हमें सम्मिलित किया जाना आवश्यक है। जैसे कि शांति शिक्षा के मुद्दे का समाधान किया जा सकता है। ये एक छोटा घटक है लेकिन ये एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण टॉपिक है। शांति शिक्षा को विद्यालय पाठ्यक्रम की मुख्य धारा में सम्मिलित किया जाना चाहिए। उसमें पाठ्यचर्या के सभी विषयों की विषय वस्तु जैसे कि कहानी, कथन, गतिविधि, वार्तालापों आदि के माध्यम से प्रस्तुत करने की यहाँ पे आवश्यकता है। मेरा जो दूसरा समस्या मैंने इंक्लूड की है यहाँ पे वो है कार्य और शिक्षा। कार्य प्रत्येक व्यक्ति के जीवन का एक अभिन्न अंग है। कार्य घर, विद्यालय, समाज और कार्यस्थल पर बच्चों के लिए अधिगम का एक महत्वपूर्ण क्षेत्र है। विद्यालय पाठ्यचर्या में समाज उपयोगी और उत्पादक कार्यों की कालावधि की अवधारणा बच्चों के सामाजिक जीवन के मूल्य को स्वीकार करती है। परंतु विद्यालय पाठ्यचर्या में समाज उपयोगी उत्पादक कार्य का रूढ़िवादी समावेशन है और बहुत मुश्किल से कुछ ही बच्चे हैं जो कि निर्धारित लक्ष्यों की ओर गमन करने में सहायक होते हैं। ये तो इसे और अधिक संस्थागत करने की आवश्यकता है। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है जीवन कौशल और मूल्य शिक्षा। जीवन कौशल की शिक्षा भी विद्यालय पाठ्यचर्या में समान रूप से उपेक्षित की गई है। एक शिक्षक के रूप में सभी जानते हैं कि विद्यालय पाठ्यचर्या में जीवन कौशलों का अभ्यास कुछ गतिविधियों को संचालित करने और बच्चों से कुछ एक आंकड़े के रूप में कलेक्ट करने तक सीमित होकर रह गया है। कभी कभी जीवन कौशल का मूल्यांकन करना बहुत कठिन हो जाता है, क्योंकि ये ज्यादातर जो है जबकि ये गुणात्मक रूप में है, लेकिन उसका मूल्यांकन कई बार कठिन हो जाता है। इसका समाधान विद्यालय पाठ्यचर्या में सम्मिलित करना एक चुनौती के रूप में इसको लिया जा सकता है। जीवन कौशल की शिक्षा की तरह ही विद्यालय पाठ्यचर्या में मूल्य शिक्षा को सम्मिलित किए जाने की आवश्यकता है। शिक्षा के
Hello,
उद्देश्य।
Tanu Dhama.
हाँ जी मैम।
Hello, Tanu Dhama.
जी मैम।
Your presentation is so nice, but
ओके
time
मैम,
is
थैंक
very
यू।
short. I'm leaving you, and next
ओके
candidate I'm inviting.
ओके, थैंक यू मैम,
So,
थैंक यू।
okay, thank you. Now I'm calling Dr. Sangam Singh. Sangam Singh. Rupali Bahel. I'm calling Rupali Bahel. Please unmute Rupali Bahel. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I want to share my.
Yes, share your PPT.
Just a second. Ma'am, screen is not getting shared. एक मिनट.
Rupali, share your PPT.
हाँ ma'am, I am sharing. Ma'am, PPT is visible?
No.
It's not visible.
Yes, it's not visible.
I have opened, I have shared. Now, madam?
No.
Okay, ma'am, I will tell you verbally.
You carry verbally.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, actually, my work is on school wall painting and education with special reference to government-aided junior high school. Or I have selected a group of 25 students and 10 in-service teacher and 15 NSS which includes 15 NSS volunteers too. It was my responsibility as a teacher educator, as an as NSS officer, to encourage students for some social work.
Right.
Therefore, I decided that this is the best way to interact with some primary and junior high schools. Or in this manner, I chose 25 students. I have to motivate them and encourage them. But for the whole process of school wall painting, there were many challenges. First, to select the school. Secondly, to have the permission from the principal. Thirdly, to encourage the students to do that work. Fourthly, we were not sure about we don't have the process. Earlier, we have not gone through this experience of school wall painting. So, in that case, we needed one professional expert too. So, during the discussion with the principal, we came out with the solution that we should find some art expert. So, we contacted one art student professionally conducted such wall painting before also. Under her direction all the students work, but उसमें टाइम स्लॉट का प्रॉब्लम था क्योंकि प्रिंसिपल से कि अप्रैल में हमारे नए एडमिशन्स होने हैं एंड रिगार्डिंग दैट अब हमें एक वीक में वो पेंटिंग चाहिए पूरी होती हुई, तभी हमारे को फायदा है, अदरवाइज एडमिशन्स हमारे नहीं बढ़ेंगे. और उस जूनियर हाई स्कूल में देवर क्लासेस फ्रॉम नर्सरी टू 8th और 80 स्टूडेंट्स ही थे, और उस 80 स्टूडेंट्स में भी केवल 60 स्टूडेंट्स कभी कभी प्रेजेंट होते थे, तो फुल स्ट्रेंथ नहीं थी, और शी वॉज क्वाइट वरिड अबाउट दिस. तो शी कोऑपरेटेड, और हमने जो प्रोफेशनल आर्ट स्टूडेंट ढूंढा वो रिया मैम थी, उनकी गाइडेंस में मेरे सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने वर्क किया, टीचर इन सर्विस टीचर वालों ने भी और एनएसएस स्टूडेंट ने भी. प्रॉब्लम वहाँ आई कि इनको टाइम स्लॉट कैसे देना है. तो हमने फिर ये किया कि हर 2 घंटे के लिए बच्चे आएंगे, 5-5 बच्चे आएंगे और वो अपने आप 2-2 घंटे देकर चले जाएंगे और रोटेशन में चलता रहेगा। ये उनको डिसाइड करना है कौन से आ जाएं, जिसको जैसा टाइम हो वो वैसे अरेंज करेगा। इसके लिए मैंने पूरी पीपीटी बनाई थी, बट आई डोंट नो व्हाई इट इज नॉट बीइंग शेयर्ड ओवर हियर। इट्स वेरी मेरे को भी बहुत अजीब सा लग रहा है। पूरा वीडियो है जिसमें हर स्टूडेंट ने अपना एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर किए हैं। उन एक्सपीरियंसेस में उन्होंने ये बोला है कि हम लोगों को आर्ट नहीं आती थी, बट हमने मैडम के एनकरेज करने पे हमने ये काम किया, और जब हमने ये काम करना शुरू किया तो हमें लगा कि हमारे में टैलेंट है। उस टैलेंट के बाद आज भी वो जब प्रोजेक्ट बनाते हैं तो उसको बहुत कलरफुल बनाते हैं और बहुत सारी उसमें ड्राइंग करते हैं। तो वो कह रही थी कि मेरे को ये लग ही नहीं रहा था कि मेरे पास ऐसी कैपेसिटी है कि मैं कर सकती हूँ ड्राइंग, और मेरे पास कॉन्फिडेंस है। मैंने कभी कलर्स को छुआ नहीं था, बट ये वॉल पे ड्राइंग करने के बाद मुझे समझ आने लगा। इसके लिए हमने काफी चैलेंजेस और भी फेस करने पड़े, क्योंकि वो जो स्कूल था दैट वाज नियर टू रोड साइड, और उसमें बहुत सारे पोस्टर्स चिपके रहते थे हमेशा, और उन पोस्टर्स को क्लियर करना, इलीगल पार्किंग को दूर करना, और बकायदा वी हैव टू कॉल द पुलिस टू रिमूव दैट इलीगल पार्किंग ओवर देयर। और उसके अलावा वॉल का जो स्ट्रक्चर था वो इतना खराब हो गया था कि उसको पोस्टर्स को रिमूव
Hello.
करने के बाद उस
Hello,
वॉल
Rupali
को
ma'am.
paint करवाना।
Rupali ma'am.
हाँ जी
Rupali ma'am, we have listened your paper. It is very good, very informative, but we have very short time. That's why
मैम,
I'm
बस
calling.
एक में सेकंड देंगे, मैं बस एक वीडियो दिखा दूं, 1 मिनट, बस 1 सेकंड ये
Okay.
वीडियो दिखा देती हूँ।
Okay. Okay. रूपाली कह रही मैं एक वीडियो दिखा दूं।
आवाज नहीं दे रही और कुछ नहीं। जल्दी करो। हाँ मैडम, बस इट इज गोइंग टू प्ले जस्ट नाउ। आगे बढ़ना, आगे बढ़।
हाँ, yes, it is very visible, ma'am.
ठीक है, थैंक यू मैम। बस ये खत्म होने वाला है, 1 सेकंड ही लगेगा।
Okay.
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
Thank you so much. Your video was so good. Okay, now I'm calling Dr. Sangam Singh. Sangam Singh, please.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Are my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But you are not visible.
Okay, just a second, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yes,
visible.
yes, now you are visible. Okay.
मैम मेरा नाम संगम सिंह है. आई एम रिसर्च CMP College, University of Allahabad, Department of Education. My topic is राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 के परिप्रेक्ष्य में सतत विकास लक्ष्य और SDG 4 कहते हैं का एक विश्लेषणात्मक अध्ययन. मैंने अपने उसमें बहुत सारे चीजें बताई हैं, लेकिन मैं शॉर्ट टाइम में इसलिए डायरेक्ट अब्स्ट्रैक्ट पे बात करती हूँ और कंक्लूजन पे. शिक्षा एक मौलिक मानव अधिकार है जो लोगों की रोजगार और संभावनाओं को बढ़ाने, गरीबी को कम करने और स्वास्थ्य में सुधार करने के लिए ज्ञान और कौशल प्रदान करता है. गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा प्राप्त करने का मार्ग जो प्रत्येक समाज के विकास की रीढ़ और आधार है. ये शिक्षा नीति के माध्यम से है. ऐसा सतत विकास की अवधारणा समाज के विकास के लिए समान रूप से महत्वपूर्ण है. सतत विकास एक ऐसी प्रक्रिया है जिसमें यह सुनिश्चित किया जाता है कि भविष्य की पीढ़ियों को अपनी आवश्यकताओं की पूर्ति करने की क्षमता से बिना समझौता किए वर्तमान पीढ़ी की आवश्यकताओं की पूर्ति करना. कुछ वर्ष पूर्व 2015 में सतत विकास लक्ष्यों को भारत सहित वैश्विक समुदाय द्वारा अपनाया गया, जिनमें से सतत विकास लक्ष्य संख्या 4 SDG 4 विशुद्ध रूप से शैक्षिक गुणवत्ता पर बल देता है, समावेशी और समान गुणवत्ता वाली शिक्षा सुनिश्चित करता है और सभी के लिए आजीवन सीखने के अवसर को बढ़ावा देता है. भारत में नई शिक्षा नीति वर्ष 2020 में प्रस्तुत की गई है जो राष्ट्र की गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा और सतत विकास प्राप्त करने पर केंद्रित है. इस नीति को 29 जुलाई 2020 को भारतीय कैबिनेट द्वारा अनुमोदित किया गया. NEP 2020 स्पष्ट रूप से यह मानता है कि गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा सतत विकास का आधार है. राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 देश के सभी नागरिकों के कौशल और ज्ञान को बढ़ाकर उन्हें मजबूत.
Okay, Sangam Singh. Now please stop. I have another candidate to call. Now I'm calling Dr. Santosh Kumar. Dr. Santosh Kumar. Yes. Yes, you are visible. संगम को भगा दो. संगम को भगा. Now, if any problem with Santosh Kumar, then I'm calling Kalpana Gupta. Kalpana Gupta, are you listening my voice?
Ma'am, Kalpana Gupta.
Yes. Please be visible.
Ji, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. Myself, Kalpana Gupta, Research Scholar, Department of Education, Arunachal University of Study, Namsai, Arunachal Pradesh. And that my topic, psychosocial problem among adolescent exploratory study in Ghaziabad. Then school have drawn attention and domain factor and psychosocial development of students in Ghaziabad district. So I have limited student and issue. This student short access the prevent and psychosocial dysfunction association with family related factor and among our adolescents. I have tested of students for 30 different schools. Out of them, 787 adolescents. 787 adolescents by a set of structure questionnaire and was adapted to collect data and were analyzed using SPSS and IBM 95% confidence interval. And then last in this result, 1/5, 17.03% adolescent students suffering from psychosocial diffusion. Then this ratio is male student is 9.50% and were more affected compared to the female 7.80%. And then show that the proportion of the psychosocial diffusion rose with the rise age group graded. Frequency of family and disputes is 13.2495% of class interval of 2.2 And last, in the result of conclusion, then the diffusion of greater start targeting adults, and there are creative, communicative, holder, and special steps on the school setting. Then in this all observation in this Ghaziabad district schools, different schools and different students. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Kalpana. And now I'm calling Dr. Hussain for paper presentation.
मैम
Yes.
मैम
You are
सभी
not
को
listening,
शुभकामनाओं के सहित प्रणाम और सलाम करते हैं मैडम इस
जी जी जी.
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय वेबिनार के उपलक्ष्य में
But you
हमारा
are
जो
not
टॉपिक
listening,
है
sir. Sir,
मैम
you are
एक्चुअली
not listening. हाँ.
मैम वापस जाना पड़ेगा फिर हो नहीं पाएगा मैम एक्चुअली ये ना
Okay,
डिजिटल
okay.
हाँ मैम
You are audible,
हमारा जो
audible.
टॉपिक है मैम अध्यापक शिक्षा में अनुसंधान शिक्षक इतिहास का निर्माण करता होता है राष्ट्र का इतिहास विद्यालयों में लिखा जाता है कोठारी आयोग ने अपनी रिपोर्ट में कहा था कि भारत के भाग्य का निर्माण कक्षाओं में हो रहा है राष्ट्र निर्माण का यह महान कार्य शिक्षक वर्ग कर रहा है लेकिन आज शिक्षक की शिक्षण कुशलता और उसकी कार्यशैली आदि पर प्रश्न क्यों लग रहा है इस संबंध में कुछ चिंतकों व विचारकों ने यह कहना उचित समझा कि शिक्षक जन्मजात होते हैं बनाए नहीं जाते ये एक धारणा थी मैडम लेकिन आज अनुसंधान के परिणामों ने यह सिद्ध कर दिया है कि प्रशिक्षित शिक्षक और अप्रशिक्षित शिक्षकों की तुलना में अधिक प्रभावशाली होते हैं यह कहना उचित होगा कि प्रशिक्षण के माध्यम से शिक्षक के भीतर शिक्षण के विभिन्न कौशलों को प्रशिक्षण कार्यक्रमों के द्वारा उसकी क्षमता कार्यकुशलता व गुणवत्ता में वृद्धि की जा सकती है जो शिक्षक विद्यार्थियों के अधिगम को प्रभावशाली बनाने में सहयोग दे सके अब सवाल यह उठता है कि अध्यापक शिक्षा संस्थाएं प्रभावशाली व उत्तम दर्जे के शिक्षक तैयार नहीं कर पा रही हैं यह बात एमबी बुच के सर्वे में भी बताई गई है एक गंभीर समस्या का ये विषय था अध्यापक शिक्षण द्वारा अपेक्षित उद्देश्यों की पूर्ति करना आवश्यक है केवल अध्यापक शिक्षा की समस्याओं की संख्या बढ़ाने तथा पत्राचार द्वारा अध्यापक शिक्षा के विस्तार से देश की प्रगति नहीं हो सकती इस क्षेत्र में क्रियात्मक अनुसंधान की परम आवश्यकता है
Okay, Dr. Hussain.
जी
Now
मैम
please end up your session. I'm calling Dr. Sushma here. Sushma, if you are audible, please join. Please join. Sushma, if you are listening my voice, please join. Sushma, if you are listening my voice, please join. Okay. Manorma Nautiyal. Manorma.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
Manorma Nautiyal. Yes, now you may
Yes,
proceed.
ma'am.
Okay.
Am I visible now?
Yes,
Am I audible?
visible. Audible, visible.
Thank
Good.
God. Thank God. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me opportunity once again. My topic is National Education Policy 2020 opportunities and challenges. So, keeping in mind the limitations of time, I will only focus on some important points. Here is key points of NAP is no rigid separation between science, arts, and commerce streams. Students can opt subjects across the streams. All subjects will be offered at 2 levels of proficiency. MPhil to be discontinued. MPhil courses to be discontinued under the new policy. All courses at UG, PG, and PhD level. Hello. To be interdisciplinary. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me? Hello.
Voice is
Most of the.
Yes.
Can you hear me, ma'am? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought it is again discontinued. Okay, most of the countries spend approximately 6 to 13% of their GDP, while India spend only 3.1% of its GDP on education. Some key plans of NEPRs, preschool to secondary level education has been universalized with 100% gross enrollment ratio by the year 2030. Then undergraduate courses will be imparted with a flexible curriculum of 3 or 4 years duration with multiple exit option and with the certification at different levels. All the courses at undergraduate, postgraduate and PhD level will be made interdisciplinary. And I will shortly conclude, ma'am.
Yes, definitely.
Uh, as Professor Thaplial said earlier in early session, that there are many ifs and buts, but with the collective efforts, India will regain the status of Vishwa Guru again. The new education policy proposed in 2020, approved by the government, will be definitely be a landmark within the history of education among Asian nations. Uh, thank you, organizers, and thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, now I'm calling Dr. Sushma. Sushma for
Sushma
presentation.
for presentation.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Your phone is open to Meerut. Off the phone. Your phone is open to Meerut. Off the phone. Okay. Okay. All the participants have presented their papers. Now I'm moving forward for the vote of thanks. In this series, session 2 technical session, 19 research papers were presented. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Brinda Bresley ma'am that she has presented so wonderful lecture on the organization development and legal issues in education in this international conference, futuristic trends in education, research and development in global scenario, organized by Faculty of Education and IQAC, Swami Vivekanand Subhati University in collaboration with CEAM. I appreciate you, ma'am, because you have shown us the road you have traveled. Ma'am, you have pointed out here in so many major factors that shortage of professional qualified teachers, that is very much less in our country. You have also pressurized upon the pre-service teacher education training, which percentage is very low. Teacher education budget also you have pointed out, and result of TT shown by only 35% is qualified teachers you shown by your lecture. You also pointed out the near future 5 tentative predictions, that is most important part of your lecture. Moreover, you finalize the types of ICT, the NEP 2020, and increasing learner notification and engagement, following the NCT requirement, Google Classroom requirement, Google App requirement, NEC portal requirement, SWAYAM portal requirement. You focused upon all these points. Thank you, ma'am. Really, you are the charming gardener who are made our souls and minds blossom about so many legal issues discussed by you. Here, I may add something that gratitude opens the door to the power, the wisdom, and the creativity of the universe. You open that door through your vast knowledge and gratitude. Really, ma'am, your words of wisdom has empowered all of us, all of the students who are listening here, and the research scholars, ours and outside the universities, are definitely benefited by your extreme lecture. Now, I would like to thank upon the 19 research papers presenters who have presented their papers upon the topics school well painting, analysis polytechnic training, study of women's empowerment and Arunachal Pradesh development, psychological safety and its impact on emotional well-being, psychosocial problems among adolescents, students, and exploratory study in Ghaziabad district, an analysis of interpretation of higher education in curriculum were the major recommendations. New education policy also were the one of the paper opportunities and challenges. National education policy roles and competencies for framework for academic leaders were one of the paper presented here, and a study on clinical behavior based on various aspects of crime was also one of the paper. Teacher education in global perspective was also discussed here. Lifestyle and sustainable development was also discussed here. माध्यमिक शिक्षा में पाठ्यचर्या के मुद्दे के साथ ही साथ इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ चाइल्ड सेंटर्ड करिकुलम फॉर प्राइमरी स्टूडेंट्स एंड अध्यापक शिक्षा और व्यावसायिक विकास, शासकीय और अशासकीय विद्यालयों की शैक्षिक समस्याओं का तुलनात्मक अध्ययन, न्यायिक और व्यावसायिक विकास में शिक्षकों की भूमिका, राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 के परिप्रेक्ष्य में सतत विकास लक्ष्य, जिसका एक विश्लेषणात्मक अध्ययन रिसर्चर संगम सिंह द्वारा प्रस्तुत किया गया, और प्रोफेसर एस हुसैन ने अध्यापक शिक्षा में अनुसंधान इस पर अपना शोध प्रस्तुत किया. So these were all the 19 research papers discussed in this technical session. With this, not time is too short and I have to go through so many formalities here. So that is why it's time to end the session. We will meet again tomorrow 9 a.m. Till then, take care and Jai Hind.